Jealousy is a female's trait. And the maid turn a Tina when I'm about my cake. Got the ride for the cars, you can beat my bait. With these bars, I'm a star, won't shoot till I'm
What is going on, YouTube? We are back with another Finesse of Reality with your boy D. What is good, y'all? Man, I'm so excited. I just got back from an early screening of Black Panther, and I'm not going to say nothing. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. I'm not going to say nothing. I'm going to save my review video. So don't worry. This is not about Black Panther, but I had to mention it because I just seen it. But today, we are covering Big Brother. Not just any Big Brother, the first ever celebrity Big Brother US. And I know people have been putting out videos about the cast, and the first couple of episodes have already aired. I didn't want to put out a video about the cast because having a celebrity Big Brother is totally different than having a regular Big Brother. With celebrity Big Brother, we already know these people or know something about them and how we think they are, who we think they are, and how we think they would do. So I didn't want to really get too much into that without first seeing how they came out. This is after 3 days have gone by. The Wednesday premiere, the Thursday episode, and then the 2-hour Friday episode. I have seen all those. So this will be a video to cover all three of the first 3 episodes of Big Brother. And this is my first time covering Big Brother. This is not my first time watching Big Brother. Big Brother is my favorite show of all these shows. But just to let you all know how this will probably be going down for this season is I'll probably do Wednesday, Thursday episodes in one video, and then Sunday, Monday episodes in another video. So it's probably going to be 2 videos a week. I am excited to get in this game with you all. I hope you all are excited as I am. We're going to really fly through this first couple episodes because there was some gameplay, but it's picking up. It's going to pick up as the time goes on. This is a short season just due to it being Celebrity Big Brother. It's not going to be as long as other seasons of Big Brother, which is going to be interesting to see how quickly these people have to get into the game. There's no waiting around for it. The game will leave you if you do not leave it. Like, you got to get into it right away. And that is what the girls in the house do. So just to name some of the girls, you got Shannon, who was the girl from American Pie. You got Marissa, who's a Broadway singer and director, choreographer. She does a whole bunch of different things. You got Keisha. Keisha played Rudy on The Cosby Show. Who else we got? There's a housewife named Brandy. I think she's from Housewives of Beverly Hills. I don't know. One of the housewives from somewhere. And don't really like her because this Big Brother is not a bar. Big Brother is not somewhere you come to get drunk. Big Brother barely even has liquor. When they do have liquor, it's beer, and you have to ration out that beer because there's not a unlimited supply. It is limited. So I don't really like her because I don't feel like she respects the game of Big Brother. And the same goes for Meta World Peace. I don't think he respects the game of Big Brother either, but we can get in that a little bit later. Oh, and another person, another woman that they have in this house is Omarosa. I don't care what, don't get me wrong. What Omarosa has done as in her career, I don't necessarily agree with. But as far as reality TV, Omarosa is a legend, and she is one of my favorite reality TV characters. Her on The Apprentice, like I said, I don't care about anything that she has done politically. Man, The Apprentice, that was a show I liked as well. And her on The Apprentice was great. She was the best villain, and I really like her character. And I was excited that when I seen that she was going to be on Big Brother, just because she reminds me so much of, I can't think of her name. It's blanking me right now. But the black woman from Big Brother Canada. And I expect Omarosa to go far in this game, but I do not expect the housemates to be dumb enough to let her go far in this game. So we will see how this goes down. But the women have agreed that they want to make an alliance together. They want to stick together because they make up this whole thing about women need to take over, women this, women that. And I'm thinking, like, you got Nicole has won Big Brother in the past. Rachel, who I'm not a fan of Rachel at all. I cannot stand the woman, but she is definitely a Big Brother legend. There's so many Big Brother legends that are women, and I'm pretty sure a good solid handful of Big Brother winners are women. So I didn't really like or appreciate them saying how, like, trying to use this whole movement and everything to, but don't act like they haven't been doing good on Big Brother in the past. Don't act like this is like it's just a man's game and the man just run everything. No, women have been known to do well on Big Brother. Like that is the case. Now, if you want to actually make this into you can break this down to a race thing, then I will agree with you. We just had our first Latino winner of Big Brother last season. That was our first. And it is so rare that we get multiple black people on the season in the same season. You might get one black woman, one black guy in that season, but you rarely get multiple amounts of black people. So if we want to talk about who's winning and why they're winning, we can talk about race, but we ain't got to talk about women and men, because I don't, in my opinion, all the seasons I watched the Big Brother, it's not anything like that. The women tend to do better, in my opinion, than the men, because women can play the social game better, and they also can bring the competition as well. And with bringing the competition, the first HOH comes down to James and Shannon. And the HOH competition is they have to hang on to this big HOH and while it spins around, and last person to fall off is going to be the HOH. So it comes down to James and Shannon. They're really, really going at it. It's been a while. On this the final two people up there, James trying to talk to Shannon and trying to negotiate something, make a deal with her or something, and then Omarosa shuts it down and steps in. It's like, no, James, you can't make a deal with her. She's good. Why don't make a deal with him? And shuts it down. Really getting the Omarosa that we all know and love or hate. Shannon does pull out this win, and it's a good look for her. She's shown that she's not just this girl that played on American Pie, and she actually bringing the competition. So I do like that about Shannon. She came out strong. She came out prepared and was willing to put it all out there for herself. When they get back in the house after this competition, they have to pick up these bags. In the bag is either a recast power or it is some BB spirit wear or whatever that may be. So they don't actually get to pick the bags right then and there. They have to wait till the diary room opens up, and then whoever goes to the diary room will be selected to open their bag. But if more than one person goes into the diary room, then it's a random selection of who gets to open their bag. So that is a big, big twist that is going to come into play, and it could make the house go either way right now. So with Shannon winning the HOH competition, the girls have aligned together and they agreed to put two guys up there. So now they have to decide what are the two guys going to be. Now, out of all the things we know about Omarosa, one thing you know is never trust her. I don't know why you would trust her. Shannon goes to her. And this is before the this is even before the competition, before they had any type of alliance or anything. Shannon goes to her and tells her how close her and Marissa are before coming in the house. I don't know why you tell Omarosa anything. You do not trust Omarosa as far as you can throw her. Even if you can throw her far, you still don't trust her. Like, that is not something I would do. And that was not a good move on Shannon's part. And I think that's going to bite her in the butt, just trying to trust Omarosa. Like, that's just not the person you trust. So the guys know that they're not on the top. They know they count the women. There's more women than there are guys. So they know that they're not going to be able to keep everybody that they need. And so the guys are really sort of, they started getting their nails painted by the women. They started doing face masks. It's like, really, when you're the only guy in the family and you got all these girl cousins and sisters and everything, and you have no choice but to go hang out with them and do what they want to do, or you just gonna be sitting by yourself. That's what it felt like with the guys. They're trying to talk to the women and try to just act like they care about what they care about, just to be like, I like him around. So they put on fake nails, Metal World Peace, and Chuck Liddell. Yeah, Chuck Liddell's in this. I used to watch UFC when Chuck Liddell was fighting, and now this man's walking around with a face mask and a fake nail on. It's like, they not themselves. They're really trying hard to impress these women just by being around them. Shannon tries to talk to all the guys and tries to tell them not to open up the bags, that we don't want to open the bags. Not even really giving them a good reason, just saying that nobody else is going to open up the bag, so why would you open up the bag? That was really her only reason. But Chuck doesn't really listen to that. Chuck, when that diary door open, he sits around for a little while, and he decides to go in and open his bag. And I really think that the best idea would have been with James and, I can't think of this guy's name. I can't think of the blonde hair, older singer guy. Oh well. I can't think of his name, but I really think that their decision, their discussion about every guy needs to go in there and choose to open the bag so they have a better chance of winning. I really think that was the best option to do, because as soon as Chuck went in there, all the girls went in there behind him. As soon as you would have seen all them girls go in there, it's like, bro, we got to go in there now, because it's no way that we're going to be able to get the numbers. Like, the odds are against us. So they really, sat behind Chuck and didn't have his back. And not only do the girls have the numbers in the house, but they also have one of the guys in the house, which is Ross Matthews. He is being included into the girls' schemes and alliance. Now, as this third episode comes on, we find out that they're not really gelling as well as they ought to be, because they keep on referring to this alliance as a woman's going to make it, a woman's going to be on top, a woman this and woman that. And Ross is in the room with them, and like, even though he is gay and is everything like that, he's still like, I have a penis, I'm a man. Like, they're saying women. And so that just lets him know where he stands with this alliance. He is on the bottom, and as soon as these guys are gone, he is out the door right after that. So I really think this is going to affect his game plan, and realize that an all-women alliance is not going to be the best for him. An all-male alliance is not going to be the best for him. It's not the best for anybody in these situations. The best situations are where you can pull sides of each house, and you can sit in the middle, or you can align with one person from different lines. That's the way I would prefer to play the game, rather than putting all my eggs on the women, all my eggs on the guys. I'd rather have an alliance of mixtures, because there's different benefits, to everything. So Keisha gets the recast vote, or recast power, and when she does that, they don't find out until nominations who got the recast. But with that, she nominates James and Chuck for elimination, saying, hey, you all are the strongest I see here, so this is what I want to do. Of course, James and Chuck have they have their feelings about it. Shannon tells James, don't flip out. Chuck went into the diary room and everything, so he sort of stirred things up. So if you lay low, stay calm, don't get into anybody, you'll be seeing Chuck go out the door, and you'll be fine. So James sort of plays it off and says, okay, I'll see what happens. Another thing that's going on this show is Omarosa is trying to get her black card back. Like I said, I am a fan of Omarosa on reality TV. Outside of that, I don't care about the woman, and I'll take that black card from her and keep it from her. But she is really trying to appease and appeal to the audience right now. She's telling her all the struggle she had and being in the White House, this and that. She's losing friends, all this, all that, and really trying to get the black card back. She's talking to Keisha about black girl magic. Yeah, we need to team up so we have a black girl. It's really, really stressing that she's really trying to get the community back. And Omarosa ain't nobody wanting you back. You can stay on reality TV and do what you gotta do. Don't nobody care about you though. I'm just saying. I'm sorry, but I'm just saying. One, I did like, she did check Keisha on the first episode. Keisha was telling her, how could you back this guy? How could you be with him? You know who he is, all this and all that. And then Omarosa hit her with weren't you standing next to Bill Cosby at his trial? Oh. And Keisha that's apples and oranges. That's not the same thing. No, both of those guys, it's not the exact same situation, but you stood next to somebody who somebody else is calling a monster. No matter how you put it, a monster was a monster, and you stood next to him. So, she got you there, Keisha. But they sort of made up after that, haven't had too many problems, and they have been on the same page with this Black Girl Magic Final 2 type of deal. We get the veto competition. 4 sneezes. what this competition is, they have to run into the backyard and all this goo, all this mud, everything, and they have to find letters and make the biggest spelling correct, the correctly spelled word on their board within a certain amount of time. And the last person to buzz in gets a penalty on them. And so I wasn't impressed by these words. People couldn't spell family. The biggest word at first was some. So in this competition, not really much of a competition, like I said. The girl who got wrongly crowned by Steve Harvey in the pageant show, Ari, I can't remember her whole name, Ari whatever. She's on the show, and she spelled the word completely wrong. It was just dumb. And then Shannon pulls out the win with responsibilities, a 16-letter word that everybody's like, how'd you do that? Because they were barely putting together 4 letters. I think the next word behind the 16-letter was a 7-letter word. So she really blew out the competition and won the veto with that. And that put some pressure on her. Now, when they get back, she goes talks to the girls, and so Keisha has this big idea that she's gonna use the veto, take Chuck down, put Mark up, because Mark was talking about how he was ready to take some shots at people, and they need to put some fear in him so he doesn't step out of line again. And Shannon's like putting this all together, and she's like, I don't see the point in this. Like, why am I taking Mark down to put, or taking Chuck down to put Mark up? That's just going to make Mark mad at me when I could just have Chuck and James mad at me. Why would I have 3 people mad at me instead of 2? And then Omarosa's like, I don't think you're thinking too much about the I. You're not thinking about the we. No, it is about I. It's about where I can get in this game. Even though we were in alliance, I still have to do what's best for my game. Don't ever for 1 second think Omarosa is going to blow up her game to protect the alliance. No, Omarosa is going to do what she needs to do to protect herself first and foremost. So I don't know. They was really trying to pull Shannon down, and she started crying and stuff. I'm like, what is going on? But the whole idea that Keisha had, it makes sense in a way that, yes, they will feel that they owe you, or that if Mark comes up, then Mark will understand that he is not in power. If Chuck comes down, he will feel like he owes you. That is ideal, how you want this to go. But that's not how it's going to go. You take Chuck down, Chuck's still going to be mad because you put him up in the first place. And Mark is not going to take this as a threat of get in line. He's going to take this as a threat that you're trying to come at me, and he's going to come at you first. At least that's what I expect to happen. That just makes sense to me. Does not make it make sense to you? It makes sense to me. And since Ari and James were the last place in the competition, they actually have to dress up as babies for 2 days and crawl around on the Big Brother floor. And every time they hear the baby crying, they have to drink from this bottle that they have. It's pretty funny. All the guys are laughing at, all the girls laughing at them. And, James is sort of using this as an opportunity to get closer with Ari. So that's a little smooth on his part, a little smart. Try to get into the girls' alliance some way, somehow. Find a friend in there that you can lean on, that can look out for you on that side of the house. So Shannon ends up not using the veto. So it's just going to be Chuck and James up on that nomination. And, whoever gets out is going to be the first person out of the Celebrity Big Brother. And everybody sort of on this, sort of splitting the alliance here. Because some people want Chuck out, some people want James out. And Keisha and Omarosa are coming up short. They're coming out on the other end where they don't know what's going on in their alliance. Their alliance is making other decisions and other agreements outside of them just because of how much they feel like they're running the game. Omarosa has a big personality, and like I said, coming into this, everybody already knows who you are and understands how you get down. So your personality and how you're playing the game is coming to bite her in the butt. And Chuck actually gets voted out 7-1 and is the first person out the house. And this is the blind side to Keisha and Omarosa because they were not expecting this. They thought James was going to be the one going home. So now on this next coming episode next week, or actually not even next week, tomorrow, because this is on Saturday, they will be having to, find out where the cracks were. What did they do wrong? Why did they end up on the outside of this vote? And how can they mend their alliance that they have? And then when Chuck goes out to talk to Julie, one thing I learned, I don't know if this was announced already or I missed it or what happened, but everybody that is in the house is going to be on jury. Now, this is an interesting thing because even though Chuck is on the jury, he gets to go home and just watch the season play out, watch the episodes that he was already on. And the jurors are going to follow that as well when they get evicted out the house. Not the normal, go to the jury house and you're still cut off from the world. You still don't know what's going on and you can only see what they show you. So that is very, very interesting way of playing this game because it changes the game from a player standpoint. Apparently they already knew it because Julie's like, you already know this. So apparently they already know that everybody in the house is going to be on the jury. So it's going to be even harder not to burn bridges because on regular Big Brother, the first couple of weeks, you can get those people out and you don't have to worry about those bridges being burned because they don't have no effect, or don't want to say no effect because you got to expect the unexpected, but they have little effect on the outcome of the game because they will not be in the jury to vote who stays or who gets the money at the end. So this is an interesting spin on the show. It's going to be interesting to see how people deal with the jury being there in the house, everybody being part of the jury. So, like, it's nobody that you could really stab hard in the back and not worry about them having a vote or against you at the end. This is going to be a good season of Big Brother. One thing I do like, I really did, like, I liked when they did the intro videos, that there are a lot of celebrity fans of Big Brother, and they have them on this show. They're saying they're fans on these videos, so I really hope they are fans. They seem like they have been fans. They know what's going on. There's a few people on the show that don't really know what's going on with Big Brother. One example being Meta World Peace. He had no idea that how this game even worked or what was going on. He wanted to go home within 2 days. And it was just like, oh my gosh, it is a lot. I really thought he was about to go home and I was about to get mad. I was like, bro, you can't even last as long as T.O. on a TV show. So that was about to make me mad, but I really am looking forward to this. I'm so excited to be covering this with you all. Please stay tuned for the rest of these videos. I will get these out to you as fast as possible. Also, I will be getting out a challenge video soon for this week's episode. And I just want to say thank you all for joining me with this and coming back again and again. And like, comment, share, subscribe, all that. Please, who do y'all want to see win? I really want to know who y'all want to see win this. Because it's not going to be a long season. So let's just pick our picks right now. I'm going to go, let's see. If they can play it right, I'm going to go with Ross Matthews. I think Ross has what it takes to win this game. But from the women's side, I'm going to go with Shannon right now. She just needs to lay low a little bit and just not come off as strong. So I'm going to go with Shannon and Ross for my picks to win Celebrity Big Brother. And let me know who y'all picks are. Once again, my name is D, and keep on with this.
Roll your window and breeze through the grind. Feel the flow, the wind blows all the time. Find your wings and rule things as you climb, man. Can I be honest?